So, after reading the Canyon Center for Character Education's resources on virtues and character, I did realize that we also, when we describe someone, you do typically detail the virtues they inhabit in which aligns to their character. So, one of the personal virtues that I believe that I possess when it comes to morals, which deals with social connections and decision making, I see myself more with compassion and honesty. I don't build a relationship or friendship based on lies. I try to be as honest as possible. And when it comes to friendships, I'm definitely passionate when it comes to helping them out and doing everything I can to make sure that they are having a good day, and passionate for making sure that they are like in a good mind space, especially for my students. When it comes to like intellectual virtues, I tend to be a fast thinker, and I work under really well under pressure and really good with critical thinking. So one of the things that has to do with intellectual virtues is that you have to think critically and be reasonable, which is one of the things that I think I inherit as well. One of the specific virtues that I do inhabit, it would be respect and openness and service. I definitely have been told that I do a lot more for a lot of people than they would do for me, which people can say that is kind of like a weakness. But at the end of the day, I feel good about it to be able to help somebody who wouldn't be able to help me in return. I never really asked for much in return, so it makes sense on how I contribute to the public, and I honestly contribute to the common good. So, some of the performance virtues that I definitely claim had to be determination and teamwork and motivation. I work better with a team than by myself. I'm more of a follower than a leader, which I'm proud to say. Not a lot of people can say that. I definitely I aim for success, and I try to be resilient as possible, and I take action on the things that I need to do to get done. So the many virtues that I chose was compassion, honesty, critical thinking, resourcefulness, respect, and open-mindedness. How I believe that this could work in the classroom, it's because you can't always do everything on your own. You're always going to need assistance. So you have to be mindful of accepting advice and feedback when needed too. And also you have to earn respect, you also have to give respect. That's one of the main core values that I have in my classroom as a paraeducator. In order to get respect, you also have to give it. In order to give it, you also have to get it. So that's one of the many things that I could bring into the classroom, which can be very helpful to make it inclusive. Also being resourceful, also being able to accept help from others, and also to being able to also get feedback from the students as well. Honesty always comes in the long run. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If you do not understand something and you need clarification, is never afraid to ask, especially when it comes to parents. When you are experiencing a student who is not progressing as well as the other students, it's okay to ask for assistance and to clarify with the parents, to communicate, which is also another virtue that I like to bring into the classroom. I think the most crucial virtue that is needed would be respect and teamwork. God put everybody in this world for a reason. There's the reason why everything has been the way it's been, because of teamwork. And the image of God, he would view to make sure that everybody is able to collaborate with each other and work well with each other, to respect one another, which is also another virtue that is very critical. You cannot be in a classroom and not give the respect to your peers that you would expect from yourself, from other people. You wouldn't go into a classroom and demand dominance to your students, and they feel like they cannot come to you and confide in you to things that are confusing or positive, like something that happened at home or something that happened during the weekend. Like, it's always best to give respect to the students, and they also can give it back to you. If they see a teacher that's not even giving them any ounce of respect or any ounce of clarity or clarification on, or anything that they want to know, like you want to know about them, it doesn't create an inclusive classroom. So character formation is very crucial to me in a personal and educational standpoint. The character formation has to do with how they're feeling or how they're thinking and how they're reacting. Sigmund Freud also empathized and early experiences the memory traces and mechanics. They also play a role in shaping a character. For example, us as educators, we have an obligation to teach our students the importance of honesty, empathy, courage, and responsibility and respect, because it drives them to have good moral habits like kindness and fairness and respect to others. So I found 2 strategies that we can use in the classroom to help foster character reformation. I found 2. One that I'm mostly familiar with because I do it a lot in school, or one of the tools that I plan to use in my own classroom. So morning meetings and feedback activities. So of course I want to start the morning with, good morning, how's everybody doing? Did anybody have a good night's sleep? What did y'all have for breakfast? Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys do anything fun? Are you guys going to do anything fun for the weekend? Stuff to do that. Don't want to know. I'm always wanting to know the students outside the classroom. What do they like? What are their interests? What don't they like? What do they find boring, fun? Stuff like that. Just so that they can get them engaged with other students, because what if a student said, oh, I went to the park this weekend? Another student was like, yeah, I'm going this weekend. It was fun. Stuff like that. So a bunch of that to keep the students engaged. Feedback. So at the end of each assignment, I would want to create a sheet for all the students to use, to be what was hard to do during today's lesson, what was easy for you, what was fun, what should we have done more of, what could we do more of, and what can we do less of. Stuff to make sure that the students are on track, and if they're confused, what could be done to fix it. Just small stuff like that. It can go a long way. Another strategy I wanted to also acknowledge is also giving positive feedback and acknowledging positive behavior. When a student is behaving good, of course, putting a nice little sticker on their paper saying good job, great job, you're doing good, you're doing great, encouraging them to keep up the good behavior. That way the other students can see and acknowledge what good behavior looks like so that they can shadow it. Another is to put something on the board. If the whole class is doing good, give them a star, or give them each star for each time they did an assignment correct, or give them a star if they all were quiet during the whole assignment. And if they get maybe 10 stars by the end of the day or 20 stars by the end of the week, we can give them a surprise movie day or ice cream day, pizza day, something like that. Let them know that they're doing a good job and acknowledging the positive behavior to reward them. So as a paraeducator of 5 years, I have managed to build a lot of training when it came to building my character development, especially as an educator, because it's a big jump from becoming an educator to a special education teacher. So it takes a lot. So I have grown to become more open to accept feedback and advice from my special education teachers over at my job at the high school. And I am also currently I have a mentor for my field hours. She is a first grade teacher, and she is around she's the same grade as the grade that I want to teach. So I ask her a lot about how she's able to build her character development based on the 7 years that she was teaching. And also, there's a lot of workshops that are available to us paraeducators that we can take on our days off or during the summer that can help build our character development, develop any technology or any tools that could be needed to help us in the long run. That's where I learned about Canva. I learned a lot from Canva based on those workshops, because for the first couple courses I did PowerPoint and Microsoft Word, and I felt like it was too basic, and so I did a workshop where they taught us all about Canva, how to make presentations, how to make videos, how to make all this stuff, and it really helped me when it came to building more with my presentations and my homework. So it made me build some more with my character development, because I was able to think outside of the box with a whole bunch of designs and details. So I guess there are some more researches and readings that I can also look into, but those are my main things that I've been doing so far.